Hey y'all, this is Jesse Kalen, your brother-in-arms in the war for peace, and this is your weekly energy reading for the week of April 2nd in 2018. If you would like a personal reading with me, or if you would like to schedule a Reiki healing session, all of that information will be down below. And you can follow me on Instagram for daily card pulls. And if I have a lot of time on my hands, that's the space where I will offer free card pulls. You'll see it in my story. So if you do Instagram, go ahead and hop on over and keep your eyes peeled for the chances. All right, so for this week, I'm using the Shadowscapes Tarot by Stephanie Poonmenla. I have no idea if I'm saying that correctly. I am so sorry if she catches wind and I am butchering her name. Text by Stephanie Poonmenla and Barbara Moore. All right, everybody's credit. Okay. All right. Also, if you would like to extend an energy exchange donation, that information will be down below as well. Meaning if you are so inspired and you want to say thank you for this general work, because it does take time, there is an opportunity for you to do so. All right, so for the coming week, let's see what we got here. Ooh. I'm sorry. Of all the cards to come out reversed. Oh, and not sorry for my my active daddy wear for the dog. She is my general in training. All right, so here we go. We have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Hanged Man reversed, along with the Five of Wands. So if you do tarot, it's self-explanatory with receptivity. The time is now, because it's the Hangman in reverse. And then Five of Wands saying, like, yeah, there might be some sort of conflict happening, but it's more of your own soul. It's more of your true self piercing through whatever might cause conflict for your true self. All right, and then we have the Knight of Cups as the overall theme, which they want me to start with the visual. Y'all are bearing with me, right? I just do what I do in my room in the basement of this beautiful house. It's the most quiet and serene spot and least likely to be disturbed. So the Knight of Cups being the overall. Okay, so good things come in threes. There's something about that number. This may be the third time that we are experiencing an emotional trial. We may be experiencing like a spiral of karma, where you're facing the same situation all over again, but you've learned a lot since then. And that's kind of life, right? That's DNA. It's just a spiral. And that's how planets move and galaxies move throughout the universe. Everything is like in this spiral motion. So when you reach a new level of the spiral, as long as you learn, if you did not learn, then you're going to have triple the pressure on you to learn, right? But so if that's your wavelength, understand that's where a lot of that pressure is coming from. But if you are doing your due diligence and you take what life has to offer you and you are just eating up the soul food and digesting it and living through it and shitting it out and being a good person, and learning along the way, transmutation, requires you to feel every feeling and then let it go, not to dismiss. All right, so there's also that about emotional literacy happening this week. But with the Six of Pentacles, it's starting off with receptivity. It's starting off with being able to give abundance. So if you are in a position where you can give it, please do. Do not create a block in the flow of abundance. All right. Some of you are going to be on the receiving end. What you need will come through. And for so many of us out there, it's going to be the yin yang sort of need, where it's like, well, I need to give. This is what I need to do in order to receive. You just, like, it's a test. It's sort of a test of the universe saying, like, hey, we're about to give you something real good. But what is it that you need to do first? Taking care of business. So if you need help taking care of business and you've been doing a lot of the soul work, not to say that you won't receive the help if you haven't, but it is much easier, because sometimes the help that you need does not come in the way that you define it. All right, so help is coming, and be a giver if you can. Along with the Hanged Man reverse, the time is now. I'm feeling, oh yeah, so they sent me, the powers that be, gave me an image of nuts and bolts, like, coming loose, from this very rusty piece of machinery. The time is now to rehabilitate yourself, to reform yourself. It's retrograde, y'all. I totally like spaced down on that, but I'm saying all these re's with the hangman reversed. Totally Mercury retrograde energy. So keep yourself in check. Clean the parts that are falling off. Do not be so distracted with whatever the universe is delivering onto you and going like, oh, I need it to be this way. Just, why is it falling apart if it's falling apart? Or if it's falling apart, don't be panicked. Let it. And I'm seeing some of you taking some really rusted parts and putting in a solution and cleaning it to be of proper mobile use again. And then some of you are just going to watch back and just see this sort of crumbling in your world. And a lot of that has to do with the mindscape. I know when you're talking with Jesse, it's never really about the 3D. It really never is. Even the 3D has a metaphysical purpose behind it, and yada, yada, yada. But you may be witnessing resolve. You may be, first of all, you be the one flipping the switch of, you know what? Why wait? Why not now? Why not now? Why not conquer this state of being, conquer this frame of mind and watch that crumble? Or some of you, or ripple effect, you do as I do, right? That's a good leader, not a boss. So if you have been taking up this sort of energy, you might be able to witness around you the ripple effect of contagiousness. Like your efforts are contagious, and the ripple of the effect of the mind is contagious. It might catch on, and you might be witnessing resolve within the people you care about, which is really lovely, because you can never make someone happy. You can never ease someone's pain. You can only offer. You can only lead by example. That's it. That's the point of separation and egotistical perspective, is so that you do have a choice and you cannot influence. It's restricting. It's a bitch. It can be isolating from time to time, but not the feeling I'm getting this time around. Lots of connectivity, kind of like the pixels of the matrix of separation, just falling apart a little bit. And then that 5 of Wands. So I keep hearing internal conflict. Growth. Lots and lots of growth, lots of bravery. Just do it sort of energy. And that's what this Knight of Cups is all about too. It's that opening of the heart. Just do it. You can only meet your dreams halfway with action. Dreaming and formation and bringing about to you divine circumstances only half the equation so many times. And I know what this feeling is like. So many times people get a delivered blessing and they go, nope, I'm not ready for that. No, the time is now. So let us change on the levels of the spiral of existence. Let us learn. Let us pierce through our own limitations. Let us have these internal conflicts. Now there's some more advice coming in of saying like, this is natural. This is necessary. If you don't challenge yourself, if you don't question yourself, what is there? That's one of the reasons for life, is to challenge yourself, to grow, to expand, to change. All right. Now this is some risky business, because this is something that your ego does not really want to let go to. But we've been practicing for a little bit, yeah? The time is now. The old machine had been shaken loose so many times. It's time to just let it fall apart. No more effort in trying to keep something afloat that isn't working for you, although that is seriously not the energy that I'm feeling. It's more letting things fall apart, so that you can collect the goodness, you can clean it up. It's Mercury retrograde. Let's redo this lesson. It's the spiral effect. Oh, I use that spiral effect in every Mercury retrograde when I come to think of it. That always pops up, whether I'm cognizant of it or not. But that internal conflict, so necessary. Do not berate yourself too much. Give yourself the space and the freedom to have internal conflict. That is healthy. If you are fine with this all the time, you're stagnant. It's good to reach levels. It's good to live in new levels, right? But it's not good to stay in those levels. So this is absolutely necessary. I'm getting that people, because it's Mercury retrograde and they might not take it so seriously, or they don't know, or, like, you can just say to them, like, it's Mercury retrograde and I'm feeling sensitive. Whether they respect that or not is up to them, but you respect your damn self and you create the safe space in order for you to journal right, in order for you to digest and process and become. That is not going to happen under the watchful eyes of people. Or it can, but who cares? They're going to come up to their own conclusion. You can tell people to mind their own business. And that might also be a little bit of the conflict here. Yeah? When people press buttons and sensitive people, please do your best to just politely, diplomatically say, I have buttons today. I don't want you to push them. I need to be reclusive for a little bit. I need to experience this experience and think these thoughts and leave me alone. Some people might take offense to that. Make it up to them later, by saying thank you, not sorry. Thank you for giving me my space. Thank you. I really appreciated you listening to me when I said what I needed, and I'd like to show my appreciation. Say thank you, not sorry, when it comes time to emerge from this internal state. Mercury retrograde is really not a good time to, try and build something new or deal with other people's drama or put your nose in other people's business. Mercury retrograde is the time for us to learn, and that's the Knight of Cups. It's like a little bit of application. It's learned application and seeing how it works out in our favor. So this is a bit of an active state, but of the internal parts. We are more active in our internal world. And so that is what has an effect on the 3D reality. So this is an internal, emotional time for that to reflect in our 3D world. As always. All right. There it is. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for having me in your screen consciousness space. I'm right there with you, and yet I'm not. I just find that fun. All right. I love you so much. I love you for loving yourself, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.